Hello students, good morning. Okay, so in the last lecture we have seen the amplitude modulation and frequency modulation. So what is the amplitude modulation? Amplitude modulation, it is the process in which amplitude of carrier signal which is changes according with your modulating signal. Okay, what is the amplitude modulation? Amplitude modulation, it is the process in which amplitude of carrier signal varies or changes according with your modulating signal. Which two parameters are constant in amplitude modulation? Frequency and phase, which is remains constant, and which parameter is changing? The amplitude of carrier signal, which is going to changes in a amplitude modulation. Okay, so what is the frequency modulation? Frequency modulation, it is the process in which the frequency of carrier signal varies or changes according with your modulating signal. Which two parameters are constant in a frequency modulation? So amplitude and phase, which is remains constant in a frequency modulation. Okay, so next modulation technique, it is the phase modulation technique. Okay, so in a phase modulation, the phase of the carrier signal varies or changes according with your modulating signal. In phase modulation, it is the process in which the phase of carrier signal varies or changes according with your modulating signal. In phase modulation, which two parameters are constant? Amplitude and frequency remains constant in a phase modulation. Which two parameters are constant? Amplitude and frequency. And which parameter which is changes? Phase of the carrier signal which is going to changes. Okay. So see in a diagram. So first one, it is the modulating signal. There are three parts. There is a no information, positive and negative. First part, it is the there is a no information, positive, and third one, it is the negative. Second signal, it is the carrier signal. This carrier signal which is the high frequency sinusoidal signal, and modulating signal, it is the low frequency sine wave. Okay, and third signal, it is the phase modulated signal. Third one, it is the phase modulated signal. So for first part, information which is absent, so as it is carrier signal which is transmitted, as it is carrier signal which is transmitted. When there is a positive half cycle, then the 0 degree phase shift, then there is a 0 degree phase shift, and when there is a negative half cycle, then the phase which is changes to the 180, phase which is going to the change to the 180. So for the no information, as it is carrier signal which is transmitted, for the positive half cycle there is a 0 degree phase shift, and for the negative half cycle there is a 180 degree phase shift. So 180 degree phase shift means the signal which is started from the opposite side of 0 degree. So it is the 180 degree phase shift. So it is the phase modulated signal. It is the phase modulated. Once again see, phase modulation, it is the process in which phase of the carrier signal varies or changes according with your modulating signal. See, this one is a again phase modulation. Okay, so only two parts are present, positive half cycle and negative half cycle. So this is the modulating signal. So this is the low frequency sine wave. Next one, it is the high frequency sinusoidal signal. It is the carrier signal. Okay, and last one, it is the PM, that is the phase modulated signal. Okay, for a positive half cycle there is a 0 degree phase shift, and for negative half cycle there is a 180 degree phase shift. So this is the phase modulation. Next one, we see mathematical equation of AM wave. Okay, so from this point we will see the AM modulation, that is the amplitude modulation. In amplitude modulation we will see the first point, mathematical equation of AM wave. Okay, so we can represent all signal mathematically as, so in AM modulation there are three signals. First one, it is the modulating signal. second one it is the carrier signal, and next one it is the AM signal, that is the amplitude modulated signal. So we will see the one by one mathematical equation for each signal. Okay, so first signal it is the modulating signal. So first we see mathematical equation for this modulating signal. So see the first diagram. So EM, which is the amplitude, and small em, it is the instantaneous amplitude of modulating signal. So there are two EMs. First one it is the capital EM, and next one it is the small EM. Okay, so only E is capital and small. Okay, so E, it is the capital E, which is considered as a amplitude, and small e, which is considered as a instantaneous amplitude of modulating signal. What is the instantaneous amplitude? Amplitude at the every instant of time. It is the instantaneous amplitude of modulating signal, so which is represented by EM. Next one it is the capital EM, which is the peak or maximum amplitude, which is the peak or maximum amplitude. Next one it is the omega m. So what is the omega m? It is the angular frequency. Omega, it is the angular frequency. Okay, next one it is the FM. So what is the FM? It is the frequency of modulating signal. Okay, it is the frequency of modulating signal. Why M which is written? Because M which is the modulating signal. Okay, so what is the EM? EM, it is the instantaneous amplitude of modulating signal. Capital EM, it is the peak amplitude of modulating signal. Omega m, it is the angular frequency, and FM, it is the frequency of modulating signal. So how EM which is represented means how instantaneous amplitude which is represented, it is the amplitude, peak amplitude into the sine of omega mt. Okay, how it is written? The EM which is equal to the amplitude into the sine wave. Okay, so EM into sine of omega mt. Okay, sine of omega mt. Next we see the carrier signal. So this carrier signal, it is the high frequency sinusoidal signal. Again, amplitude which is given as EC, capital EC. Why C which is given? C, it is the carrier signal, and E, it is the amplitude. And small EC, it is the carrier signal. So it is the instantaneous amplitude of carrier signal. Small EC, it is the instantaneous amplitude of carrier signal. Okay, so small EC, it is the instantaneous amplitude of carrier signal. Capital EC, it is the peak or maximum amplitude of carrier signal. Next one, omega C, it is the angular frequency. So it is the 2 pi fc, and small fc, it is the frequency of carrier signal. It is the frequency of carrier signal. So how EC which is represented means how instantaneous amplitude of carrier signal which is represented, it is the capital EC into sine of omega ct. Okay, it is the capital EC into sine of omega ct. So it is the second equation, and first equation it is the EM is equal to capital EM into sine of omega mt. So this is the modulating signal and carrier signal. So next we see what is the AM signal, that is the instantaneous amplitude of AM signal. Okay, so instantaneous amplitude of AM signal which is represented by capital A. Instantaneous amplitude which is represented by capital A. So capital A, it is the instantaneous amplitude of AM signal. So the instantaneous amplitude of AM signal A, which is nothing but the two signals are mixed in this AM signal. So instantaneous amplitude A it is A is equal to amplitude of carrier signal plus your EM signal. So see the envelope, there are two signals in envelope. First one it is the carrier signal, and second one it is the envelope of your modulating signal. So this envelope of modulating signal which is nothing but your EM. envelope which is nothing but your EM, and in EM there is a carrier signal which is nothing but EC, amplitude of carrier signal. So it is the EC, capital EC plus EM. So what is the EM? You have to write the value of EM from equation number 1. So A is equal to EC plus capital EM sin of omega mt. This is from equation number 1. So AM, which can be represented as finally small em is equal to A into sin of omega ct. It is the instantaneous amplitude into the carrier signal. Okay. So A into sin of omega ct. Okay. This is from, so from equation number 3, you have to write value of A. So what is the value of A? EC plus EM sin of omega mt into sin of omega ct. So this is the mathematical equation of your AM wave. This is the mathematical equation of your AM wave. So once again I will repeat this mathematical equation of AM wave. It is very simple. So in AM there are 3 signals. First one, it is the modulating signal, second one it is the carrier signal, and third one it is the AM signal. So how the modulating signal which is represented? The modulating signal which is represented by EM, small em, it is the instantaneous value of modulating signal. Small em is equal to capital EM, that is the amplitude into sine of angle. So EM into sine of omega mt. How carrier signal which is represented? The carrier signal which is represented as EC, small ec is equal to capital EC into sine of omega ct. Again small ec, it is the instantaneous amplitude of carrier signal. Capital EC, it is the peak amplitude of carrier signal. Next one, it is the AM signal. How AM signal which is represented? AM signal which is represented as EAM is equal to A into sine of omega ct. So A, it is the instantaneous amplitude of your AM signal. So in AM signal there are 2 signals, carrier signal and modulating signal. So EC, it is the carrier signal. So EC plus your envelope which is represented by EM. So put the value of EM from equation number 1. So EC plus EM sine of omega mt. So here next in equation number 4, you have to put value of A. So EAM is equal to A into sine of omega ct. So value of A from equation number 3, it is the EC plus EM sine of omega mt, and into sine of omega ct. Okay, so this is the equation of AM. So EAM is equal to EC plus EM sine of omega mt into sine of omega ct. So this is the mathematical equation of your AM wave. Next, see what is the time domain representation and what is the frequency domain representation. So we will see how AM which is represented in a time domain. Okay. So AM wave which is represented in a time domain as shown in figure. This is nothing but your AM wave. Okay. So AM wave which is in a time domain means your AM modulated signal. Okay. So see, the time domain representation means what? The time domain representation means continuous variation of amplitude with respect to time. So in AM signal there is a continuous variation of amplitude with respect to time. There is a continuous variation of amplitude with respect to time which is shown in figure. So what is the time domain representation? The time domain representation means there is a continuous variation of amplitude with respect to time, which is shown in figure. So AM is time, AM wave in a time domain means amplitude modulated wave. In this amplitude modulation, the amplitude of carrier signal varies or changes with respect to your time. So this is the time domain representation. So equation for this time domain representation, which is nothing but your AM wave equation. So EAM is equal to EC plus EM sine of omega MT into sine of omega CT. So this is the time domain representation of AM wave. This diagram which is asked for the 2 marks, it is very important. Draw the AM in time domain and draw the AM in frequency domain. So this time domain which is asked for the 2 marks and frequency domain which is asked for the 2 marks. So it is the very important point. Draw the AM in time domain and draw the AM in frequency domain. So this AM which is in a time domain, which is nothing but your AM modulated signal, you have to draw and you have to write the equation of EAM, that is the mathematical equation of AM signal, that is the EAM is equal to EC plus EM sine of omega MT into sine of omega CT. So this is the AM in a time domain. So next one, it is the AM in a frequency domain. Now we will see how AM which is represented in a frequency domain. For that purpose, you have to take the EAM equation, that is the mathematical equation of AM. EAM is equal to EC plus EM sine of omega MT into sine of omega CT. This is the mathematical equation of your AM wave. Okay, so from this you have to take EC common. So your equation is the EAM is equal to EC 1 plus EM by EC sine of omega MT into sine of omega CT. But you know that M, it is the modulation index. The modulation index is amplitude of modulating signal to the amplitude of carrier signal. So put M in a equation. So we are getting the equation as EAM is equal to EC 1 plus M sine of omega MT into sine of omega CT. This is the simplified equation of your AM wave. Again we will simplify this equation by multiplying this EC. Okay, so multiply EC. So EAM is equal to EC sine of omega CT plus M into EC sine of omega MT into sine of omega CT. We are multiplying with EC and sine of omega CT to the bracket. So we are getting the EC. So first one, it is the 1. Multiply 1 with EC into your sine of omega CT. So first it is the EC sine of omega CT plus next equation, it is the M sine of omega MT. So multiply with this EC into sine of omega CT plus MEC sine of omega MT into your omega CT. So equation, it is the EC sine of omega CT plus MEC sine of omega MT into sine of omega CT. So next it is this is the multiplication of sine and your sine. You know that the formula of sine of A into sine of B. So sine of A into sine of B is equal to half cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. So we will apply this formula for sine of omega MT into sine of omega CT. So next it is the EAM is equal to, write as it is, first term EC sine of omega CT and next one it is the MEC. Okay, So apply formula for this sin omega mt into sin of omega ct. So formula, it is the first one, it is the half. So we are taking as mec by 2. So first one it is the half, next one it is the cos of a minus b. So cos of omega c, so first we take the c and next we take the m. Omega c minus omega m into t minus cos of a plus b, cos of omega c plus omega m into t. So this is the final equation. EAM is equal to EC sin of omega CT plus MEC by 2 cos of omega C minus omega MT minus cos of omega C plus omega MT. So this is the equation. So C 2.9 equation, EAM is equal to EC sin of omega CT plus MEC by 2 cos of omega CT minus omega MT minus MEC by 2 cos of omega C plus omega MT. So first one it is the carrier signal, next one it is the lower side band, and next it is the upper side band. So first term it is the carrier signal, second term it is the lower side band, and last term it is the upper side band. So this second term having the frequency of fc minus fm. Omega c means what? 2 pi fc and omega m 2 pi fm. So we are replacing omega c by fc and omega m by fm. So we are getting frequency as fc minus fm and amplitude we are getting as a mec by 2. Similarly for upper side band, fc plus fm it is the frequency and amplitude it is the mec by 2. So this equation which is shows that there are two side band which contains the actual information. Okay, this equation which shows that the AM wave having the two side bands and which contains the actual information. So these two side bands are lower side band and upper side band. For this FM AM there are two side bands, upper side band and lower side band, and which contains the actual information, the information which is present in a side band. Okay, so from this equation we will plot the FM in a AM in a frequency domain. Okay, so frequency spectrum of AM wave, on a x-axis we have drawn the amplitude, on a y-axis we have drawn the frequency. So middle one it is the carrier signal, the amplitude of carrier signal which is the EC. So see in equation number 2.9, first one it is the EC, so amplitude it is the EC, and next one it is the sin of omega CT which is nothing but FC. So frequency it is the FC. So first side band it is the lower side band, so it is the LSB. So LSB it is the amplitude C. What is the amplitude? MEC by 2. So amplitude it is the MEC by 2 and frequency it is the FC minus FM. And next one it is the lower upper side band. So upper band side band amplitude it is the FC plus FM and its amplitude it is the MEC by 2. So this is the AM in a frequency domain. Okay. So last one it is the representation of AM in a time domain and a frequency domain. This point is very important. It is asked for the 4 marks. Okay. So for this question you have to draw only the diagrams. Okay. If they are asked as explain, then you have to explain the previous side. If they are asked only draw, then you have to draw only these two diagrams. So see first one, AM in a time domain. So you have to draw AM modulated signal as it is. Okay, so AM in a time domain, and next one it is the AM in a frequency domain. Okay, so second diagram it is for the AM in a frequency domain. You have to draw carrier signal, two side bands, lower side band and upper side band. Okay, so also you have to show the amplitude of both side band, frequency of both side band. Also you have to show the amplitude of carrier signal. Also you have to show frequency of carrier signal. So this is the representation of AM in a time domain and frequency domain. Okay, so today we have seen the phase modulation. What is the phase modulation? In phase modulation, the phase of the carrier signal varies or changes according with your modulating signal. Okay, this is the phase modulation. Next we have seen the mathematical representation of your AM wave. Okay, so we have seen the mathematical representation of your amplitude modulated signal. Next we have seen the AM in a time domain and AM in a frequency domain. Okay, so in the next lecture we will see the next part of your amplitude modulation. So thank you.